Gamers, we're back. It may be, and we have used all of our rank tickets. Sorry, I got a burp. I'm gonna mute the microphone. You have to take my word for it. That was one of the good ones. You know when you drink like 3/4 of a can of soda in like a minute? It was one of those. Like it was good, man. It was good stuff. Leftmost poison item, 6 poison, but we got a lot of gold. This may be the last day. The patch day is tomorrow. This may be the last day of Vanessa dominance, so I'm gonna make hay while the sun's up, man.
I want what's right for you.
This is kind of crazy. I want fishing rod to duplicate aquatics.
I want you to be.
I want, well, to create duplicate aquatics. I want beach ball to haste a possible poison. I want the double barrel. So we did spend 14 gold. Let's do this the easy way. You might say, like, NL, what are you doing here? You got no prospects. No. I have 2 different prospects. One prospect is the classic double barrel with something, you know, giving it ammo preferably and bursting enemies down really quick. The other one is get like a puffer fish or a catfish and then run beach ball poison item, take advantage of our skill, which would like triple the damage that those poison items would do. And I actually think that for like sorry, I had to burp again. Day 1 and 2, depending on what you get, I feel like the aquatic build is better than a double barrel that doesn't have ammo to go with it. Hi Tomo, you chill? How chill? Are you like Magellan? You're so Jellin or whatever? He's a different type of fella. He's got a lust for life. I want to see what kind of items you would give me. That's part of the aquatic build, but it's a little whack. What's up, fella? You got something on your nose, man. You got like a crumb on your nose. I mean, we're very, very likely to lose day 1 with what we have right now, but I don't think like much is going to change that. Maybe like a shadow cloak could change it. The boots are not going to do much. Put a name. I truly believe there's like no combination of items that could keep us in this. The double barrel like cannot kill. It's insane. What I'm suggesting here is insane. I genuinely feel this has the best chance. Because the double barrel cannot get it done. It's that simple. This with lifesteal could potentially keep us in. Now the rifle's good. That's a really good rifle build for early. But again, I'm not crying about it. There was very little that we could do really. Now tomorrow, there's actually a lot we could do tomorrow. If we could get a build that was capable of beating Covetous, there's a cloak option. Cloak Narwhal would at least do something. We could get a small item shop that gives us a cannonball or a powder horn. That would be also really nice. We got an aquatic, right? We got seaweed. Dude, there's an aquatic build in here. It's an incredibly slow aquatic build for now, but
take your time.
That's not necessarily bad. Okay, this is like, you don't belong here. You're a creep, you're a weirdo. You can function as well.
Oh, I think you're really good.
I was obviously hoping for like the double barrel hit. Rifle and katana occupy the same niche for me. Rightmost weapon is 20 damage. So you do 26, but you do make seaweed get better. I gotta think about this. Small shield that's a pearl would be okay. We have like the aquatic build run in here, and we do have a Covetous. I do think we have a build that beats the Covetous. I'm just thinking like rifle's gonna do 26 damage every 2 seconds instead of 26 every 4. But going like full aquatic. Oh, I can't fit you both. That's right. I don't know. Going full aquatic seems like but this is like it's twice as much damage, and it makes sure that like the better items are more likely to get haste. I think we got to send it this way. So I think we should rinse them, quite frankly. No matter how much their weapon scales, it doesn't matter because our seaweed will scale way faster. I'm telling you, dude, if we could just... The Shadow Cloak is the linchpin of this whole organization right now. If we get Shadow Cloak, the run has a chance. You go Shadow Cloak, Crow's Nest, eventually like a Swashbuckle or something like that, or a Sextant, and I mean, you've seen it 20 times before, so you know how it goes, but... If we don't get it, a sharpening, like Grindstone would actually be okay. Everything else would be like a hold. Well, okay, this is not... Well, I don't know what we're going to do with that, honestly, because I'd rather apply it to the double barrel. But more than anything else, I want to see... I mean, Silencer kind of hits the spot, man. You sort of gotta buy it.
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes. You're a smart one.
I don't like having all this stuff in my inventory. It speaks to an unfocused mind. But I'm really hoping we get Powder Flask. Oh, dude, it upgraded Clamora? I mean, the double slow right off the start is something. With no form of scaling, though, I'm not necessarily, like, thrilled about it.
My fight is
Hi, Tomo.
but if you insist.
And again, we still have, like, a half an aquatic build simmering because of bronze fishing rod. Double barrel that doesn't reload. We might be able to survive this, man. We do need seaweed to pop. That's bad. I do need seaweed to pop. Yeah, that's bad. Why is your run so good, man? How'd your run get so good? It's alright. Day 3 is, in my opinion on this patch, day 3 is where you start to be able to control your destiny a little bit more. We got a jellyfish. It is nice to get that poison, but I gotta look for a crow's nest.
I love them all.
Mediums. Okay, we go aquatic. Sell this into double barrel. It's crazy. The backpack that we have is insane right now. Let's level up so our board has more space. And get a bronze tier item. Oh my god. Well, can I say something real quick? I'm really glad I didn't sell double barrel, because this is now like... That's a viable build for sure, but like you gotta get in here. Took Clamor out. No, we don't want to take Clamor out. We need haste. When you use an adjacent aquatic. 4 seconds. So you want you there. Leftmost item. Okay, you. We do have one. We could put you in here. You know what? Get the haste early to put that damage out there. We're so ready for a B1 and B2, man. Chum Bucket is actually pretty slick as well. Now the Piranha, not so much, but luckily we didn't get the Piranha anyway. We have like a full double barrel build just sitting in our pocket waiting to pop. I totally think we can run Rogue Scrapper. The B1 and B2 would be so crazy, man. We have so many bronzes. We're like Le Bronze. I feel comfortable fighting Rogue Scrapper. I feel like we're A-okay fighting this fellow. But George Divided cannot stand. I'm aware of that fact. The George Divided cannot stand, and we're divided in trying to stand here. I don't even know what I want, man. A skill that doesn't require me to make space in my inventory might be for the best. But now you're gonna get something. The Narwhal's never working, even though he bacons at midnight or whatever. We'll add 3 shield to this guy. B1 and B2, man! Okay. If we have reloading, so we can dump this, you have to sell like one more thing. And I know you would become better if I upgraded you, but there's nothing else I'm willing to sell. I'm not willing to sell the Clamor, because when our board expands, it might stand a chance to be out there. This is a crazy B1 and B2 hit, though. And you could tell just from the sound. And the big thing on, I mean, it also upgrades the stuff in our backpack. But the big thing that it gives for us is freaking the beach ball hasting two things instead of one thing. So when it hastes itself, we're not just basically whiffing. But things are getting tough. Okay, I mean, that's a pretty spooky build. You kind of knew a double barrel was going to be in there. With 4 ammo! Heal me, boys. Heal me. I need you to heal me a little bit faster. I need you to get that heal out. Toot sweet. Thank you so much. No, no, no. Yes, seaweed! My goat! My goat! Now punish this double barrel build so that we can live long enough to run our double barrel. That was huge. Or I don't know, man. Maybe we are just running an aquatic build at this point. But the double barrel does go crazy, though. I'm not going to deny that. Okay, we're definitely not upgrading a bronze, so we'll take a bronze skill. I got to spend 2 just to get a better skill. Honestly. Because I don't want to commit yet. I don't want to commit. What was our small aquatic that we got? Another clamor. Oh, that's like insanely annoying. We could put it on the jellyfish to get it hasted faster, but the chum bucket is going to clear it like long term. Interesting, interesting. A poison item could be good, but let's take a look at some skills here again. I kind of can't believe I'm doing it, but honestly, 10 gold in exchange for a node is like kind of a great deal. I'm going to fight Blood Reef Raider, and I'm going to let the game decide. If it gives me Crow's Nest, it's really hard to not become the double barrel scumbag. Because the build just like is so consistent right now, and winning is fun. I don't think anyone would deny that. But we do have like a pretty killer aquatic run going. You don't really give me anything that helps there, but that's not your fault. Okay. The crow enjoyer. The crow enjoyer. I don't know what you want me to say, man. I mean, I have to sell, right? Like I just, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Why would you have to sell? Obviously, you can fit everything. Because if you couldn't fit everything, then you wouldn't be able to fit everything already. So I'm thinking, like, what if we wanted to still run seashell and seaweed, what would this look like? We would want a really fast-moving aquatic. Like, Clamora could slow down other burst builds, which would be nice. We should get seaweed going faster, which could keep us alive long enough to finish the job. Or you, like, pull this and put in the beach ball. That's an interesting idea, man. I get that it lowers your damage by 20, which is significant, but it really improves our ability to stay in the fight. Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, we don't really need seaweed, do we? Because the lifesteal from the double barrel should be enough. In which case, you don't need any of this. You just maybe run, like, Clamora. But if you're going to run Clamora, a seashell is, like, worth having. But then if you're going to run a seashell, it's like you might as well run the seaweed as well. I don't know, man. It's complicated, okay? I'll go to a gold Clamora for 4 gold. Just because I don't know what else to do. We want something that buffs the double barrel. We want the double barrel to scale, obviously. But on day, well, it's day 4. I was going to say day 3. I was going to say we're pretty tough to kill. That might not be 100% true. I don't know, though. I feel like we righted the ship. Double barrel? Who would have thought? Lighter, bayonet. All right, so they're a full burster. We're going to be dead. So can I say something? It turns out we're not hard to kill at all. At least if our lifesteal weapon gets hit. So now I think we've realized I hate to do this. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. You can stay for now, but you're off the squad. The silencer is in because I need the double barrel to shoot
Nothing
faster.
tiny, nothing huge. All about moderation.
We can just put star chart in the bag, little bro.
And I'll trot it to your door.
Haste a non-weapon.
I
We
used
do
to
want
ride
haste.
home, but people thought it was
At the
weird.
start of each day, your properties gain +2 value. This item's value is equal to your highest value property. Wait a second. Something that's actually worth holding in our bag for a minute? Or maybe we could just pivot to like a full pig build.
Please to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
First time you fall below half health, haste your stuff.
I'm proud of you.
I mean, it's the best we could do. Non-weapon items. I'm trying to think of what do we really need to get going here? I don't have a good answer for you. That's not helpful. First time you use a large item, poison 10. Okay, this is big. We don't have the skills that we need yet, but if we can get augmented weaponry, it could turn me into an absolute menace on the gumballs. Search your feelings, you know it to be true, man. Now we're an absolute monster against the AI. We gotta find a way to get over the other Vanessas. Augmented weaponry, man. When you sell small items, you get a buff. Okay, that's huge.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
When you sell an item, this gains 1 value. This has double value gain. I mean, you could sell this for 4 and turn a profit immediately, but we really want to fish for like a better item. Shield equal to this item's ammo. Heal. That's pretty bad, but it is enchanted. Yo, pardon me. I'd lost myself for a second there. Gumball is exactly what we want to see, right? Because every hour we'll spend 2 gold, get a gumball, but then also get 1 extra. Yeah. Just give me the income for now. I've accepted my fate that we may well lose today as well.
Go ahead. Underestimate.
But I do think we've got an engine going to buff the double barrel, which is important. It'd be nice if we had a skill that like buffed it itself, but gold fixer upper that's not enchanted yet. There might be a world where we make it out of this. The crits are gonna help. Slowing the enemy down is gonna help. I mean, we slow 5 items for 1 second every 9 seconds. That wasn't even close, man. We needed that. 4 wins is within our sights, and I think there's a path to 7. It just sucks to lose early because then you got to win late. But silver loot, please, and don't forget to sell because we're spending the gold on the gumballs. 2 gold for a gumball is an expensive sell, but your leftmost bronze. Oh my God, there's silver gumballs too, so they're twice as good as your regular gumball. Oh, we didn't have space for the fishing rod item. That, as far as I'm concerned, that means we move on then. Okay, and you know what? I hate to say it. That's probably the better option. We get 5 chocolate bars, which means we can't hold 5, right? We can only hold 4. Oh, brother. Whatever, it's not that big of a deal. I really don't see the need to spend 8 gold to upgrade 4 chocolate bars. So I will simply take... I mean, there's some tools that could haste you. But a small burn item is guaranteed to sell for damage. That's gonna add up, man. Similarly, I think we can beat the Enclave Weeper. I think our run has had a major glow up. I'm saying that as if like you would be surprised by that fact when I now am realizing that I have like the meta build essentially. Well, the meta build is probably just the spam shots, but like we're pretty close to the meta build. I have some degree of self-awareness at the very least. We do need to figure out what we're doing with the right side of our board, apart from just ticking people off. You're gone, you're gone. I would certainly... a haste item? Let's take a look and see what it is. It's not a jellyfish. You're a tool. You're a weapon. You're a tech. You're a property that's aquatic. Am I crazy to think... Oh, but what are you going to charge? Yeah, there's nothing that you want to charge. So you are the weakest link. Goodbye, as they say.
This world
Huge
is
skill.
full
Huge
of
skill.
noise.
10 extra damage. The thing that's crazy is that 10 extra damage is like not bad. But the roll could be so... Oh, it's inexorable, man! Inexorable is much better. Much, much better. 49% crit chance. You know what's crazy? This is probably not what... Well, I don't know why I would do it like that. It's probably not what you would recommend, but I think it's a funny idea. I'm going gold gumball machine.
Now this will
And the reason
inspire the
is
crew.
so that it spits out gold gumballs. And I'll be the first to tell you, it's a bit of a wild decision. We do things a little differently around here.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my
I just feel like it adds up, man. I don't know so much for the shield items, but definitely the greens and the reds are going to be big right now. The blues we already have inexorable, so I think we're kind of chill on that, but I'll cry if I lose to this build. Because it's not just because they're on 0 wins. It's because, like, they don't have any ammo for their weapons. I've been there myself, don't get me wrong. But, like, by day 6, you have to have some ammo. If you don't, I mean, it's probably not your fault. I've been there. Look, I'm on 3 wins in 6 days, talking like an expert. Personal defect for sure. 3 damage per gumball, that's crazy. Okay, so this time, don't make a mistake. The yellow gumballs are at least helping the seashell. Not that we should probably still be, like, using the seashell, or the clams for that matter. But they're kind of like a package deal. Take the XP. Sharpening Stone is like a double damage bonus, admittedly, but... Now here's an interesting idea. Bonk is amazing, but we can beat Radiant Corsair if the cooldown from Spyglass doesn't hit Double Barrel. So let's take a peek. It hit a Clamora. It created a 12-second cooldown on a Clamora. It's been a while since I really went in on Radiant Corsair. This should be very winnable, man. In fact, it should be impossible to lose. We are going to have a lot of burn. Like, we're starting from a little bit behind the 8 ball considering you're on your 2nd health bar, but like... What was that crit? Hold! Hold! Slow some stuff down, man. No, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I got scared for a minute. Another ill-timed crit. We may... Okay, and then the skill. It's so rare. It's so rare for me to have the skill, man. That's fine. It's not what we want. Even though it almost looks like it could work. But I appreciate the gold and the XP. It's haste and charge any day, man. We don't haste, unfortunately. I don't really want to start by hasting aquatics. First 5 times you slow haste a vehicle? Who cares, man? I guess I'll haste 4 items for 2 seconds the first time I fall below half health. Not necessarily thrilled by it. Let's try to double down. I mean, if we can beat Radiant Corsair, we can beat Car Conductor. And are you seeing the damage is kind of popping off? We already got 24 extra damage. That's ignoring the extra stuff we got from the Gumballs, too. I think we would actually love Captain's Wheel, man. Move the silencer, but take advantage of the super haste from Captain's Wheel. I mean, I can't imagine much else here as something I really want. When you haste charge this 2 seconds, I'm not built for that, little bro. 45 gold, though. Maybe it's time to look for some non-weapon items. We haven't adjusted our board in a long time. Dock lines probably clears our Clamoras. While we're here,
Glad we could share this experience today.
it's expensive, don't get me wrong.
Or a guide.
But any damage we could get, I'm a fan of.
I
It does make the shell worse too, but like we don't really want to be rocking the shell to begin with. Lighter's like a little too late for sure. But to be honest with you, we should really on day 7, we should really just sell this upgrade hammer. Like it's only 1 damage, but it's never gonna work with anything else. So, but I still think we got a very low. I mean, let's not even worry about getting to 4 yet. You know, you gotta like live first. And they actually have a reloading double barrel. They're gonna do some serious burst damage, man. I think we have nothing to be afraid of now that I look at it a little bit more closely. I mean, the crits were coming in pretty hot. Don't get me wrong, but if anything, yeah, to be fair, a figurehead would be nice for the damage. But now that we're on 4, we have to figure out how to get to 7. And I think it's skills, man. When you slow freeze something, when you slow buff a weapon, it's really tough because like ammo items could be good, but it's how do you beat gumballs right now, man? Every single gumball, admittedly, I guess we could wait for B1 and B2, but every single gumball, like it's 10 gold for 10 damage, and then anything else we get out of it is gravy. I'll take silver loot. Like augmented weaponry is, I think they did the right thing by making Trash Town Mare like so much later in the day. But it still is like an unbelievably good skill, man. When you get it, you can really... It seems like you can lean on it a lot. It's got to be Cosmic Rock. If we could get more ammo on Double Barrel, then like the cooldown of Double Barrel going low causes us no ill effects from Powder Flask. So it's a dream come true. I would accept Feather. If you wanted to give me Feather, for example. Okay, it's got to be Cosmic Amulet. That's fine. I think we got to look for gold items. At some point, the board's got to get fixed. It's definitely not going to be any of these. Which means it's definitely not... Like, you're tempting, but I'm running out of money, and I'm running out of money because I am buying all the gumballs, but... It's gotta be done. I'm gonna need money for tomorrow. Enchant an item with slow or enchant an item. I just think you can do better than a slow on the double barrel. Like, if I'm being honest, I mean, Deadly on the Crow's Nest goes insane. But there's a lot of whiffs, too. Let me see, because we're going to be shooting a lot. I'm going to go to How Bazaar. Silencer that's heavy. When you use the weapon to the left of this slow 1 item for 1 second. Crow's Nests. When you crit with a weapon, slow an item for 4 seconds. I think you could sell me on that. And if we get a better enchantment, then we'll run a better enchantment. But slowing 2 items for 4 seconds every time we attack, which happens constantly, is pretty good. I would still like some more haste, though. Double barrel? Oh, a Cutlass daring today, aren't we? They're like basically a 1-weapon build, so slowing down the Cutlass is going to go insane. Now, we've slowed their piggies down to a crawl. Any chance? Okay, the Cutlass is all... I'm not going to complain anymore. And to be honest with you, this means we could probably dump the dock lines, man. And obviously the seashell and run something a little bit more potent, but... I apologize, I know you've seen the build a lot. But... winning don't go out of style. Okay, the number 1 thing I'm looking for now is Swashbuckle. Because our crit chance is just going up, man. And if we can get Swashbuckle, the moon is right on our doorstep. Honestly, you could easily persuade me to take first aid in here. If I have the choice of what to get. Hasting an item for 3 seconds. Alright, never mind. I don't think that's bad, but it's not really what we're, like, building for. Okay, Swashbuckle is a medium item.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
I think we just don't need a slow because we have heavy crow's nest.
Just toss that
You put
among.
spyglass out here mostly to give an enemy item a 3-second increase in cooldown. Because if we go up in like the mirror match, like a 1-weapon build mirror match, destroying their weapon by making it take longer to charge is going to go crazy. Unfortunately, I think we hit the energy potion. But either way, you're probably deceased, right? 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 Yeah. And I would happily take this skill. It's a little risky, but I would happily take this skill. That's not the skill. It's a shadow cloak, which is too late, but I do appreciate it. I'll always appreciate the shadow cloak.
Actually, I'm human. The third eye.
First time you haste. Come on, man. First 5 times you slow, charge a poison item. Are you serious, man? First time you fall below half health, haste 6 items for 2 seconds? What am I gonna do with that?
A unique circumstance.
Fire destroys.
I was really hoping for like an enchanted item. Oh, I'm spending. Burn 1 for each aquatic or toy you have. Burn equal. That a fiery blowgun is interesting, but it's gonna take way too long to shoot. What do you want me to say? Okay, we have a better build. We have a better build. There's nothing I could do about that. We also we would be fools if we didn't take the gumballs, man. You sell out the stock to get the gumballs. Like at this point, the gumballs, well, not the gumballs, but the gumball machine at the very least is responsible for like, I don't know, like 40% of our damage. And probably, well, like our crit chance is getting a little unnecessarily big, I suppose.
I may be
But we
young
got some
for
good
a
stuff
captain,
going on, is what
but
I'm
I've
trying to
seen
say.
my share of storms.
What I'm worried about now is as we get later in the game, the freezes are going to be more common, the slows are going to be more common. It's a very fast or very high damage square items build. So what's the dream? I don't know what the dream is. The dream is you don't die. The dream is alive. The dream it's never been more alive than this. And honest, I have sympathy for some dualies that are out there that are getting beat by the double barrels. I have no sympathy for the square pig. You're doing the Hearthstone thing where you like net deck the second most powerful deck and then go, well, at least I'm not using the powerful deck. Now, I'm guilty of it as well, okay? We're all cut from the same cloth here. But be reasonable, okay? That's interesting. A diamond figurehead, just randomly. Sure, you could probably persuade me to add like 100 damage onto this. Take me to the Bazaar con. Let's just do this the easy way. That's kind of crazy. I do think we have to say, like, it's probably time for us to get rid of the gumball machine just because we're gonna need money. That's really good, though. I appreciate what it did for me for a long, long time, but it's time to move on. You might ruin my life, but I feel like I gotta give you a try. You destroyed my pearl. All we need to do is slow the singularity, and then you can't stop me. That's huge. What do you think, man? What do you think? Cow? Dude, am I crazy to think? And the answer might be yes. But am I crazy to think you could run Caltrops on the board and it'll get plus 100 damage? I hate taking the silencer out, by the way, but 199 damage Caltrops. It just seems to me like it'll, like we get more coverage in terms of the builds that we beat, you know? Because now, like, if they spam poison, the Caltrops eat them alive. Any item upgraded? You can't crit? You could upgrade you, don't get me wrong, but this is probably the time to go for skills instead. A scaling weapon is very helpful.
We These fixers, thank you.
Give me the 25 damage for now. I think this build is a little nasty, but I still could be wrong.
You should know.
I have been wrong before. Like, I was semi-on-confident in, like, the mid-game, and things went very well for us. But now that we're in the late game, it may all go out the window. I don't know. One thing's for sure, we're going to slow your stuff way down. Don't crit me for $1 million. Yikes! Bring me back, bro. They didn't bring me back enough! You screwed me, man! What happened there? Oh, because they've got their own heavy crow's nest. They slowed my stuff down, too. That's not fair. I'm supposed to be the only person who has access to that type of technology. Alright, still, I mean, it's a good setup. You know, it's a good time to remember. As good as the caltrops may be here, we really are fishing for a swashbuckle.
What can I get
It's not you. It's not you. We always take a Pikachu if we got the money for it.
I want you.
Oh, you know why? I'm stupid! And this is like irredeemable, man. Yeah, this is the play. We're not getting lifesteal out of the gun when we have caltrops out there. Of course we lost that. We would have won that one easily. I was like, how did he whittle my health down so much? Oh, brother. That's just idiocy. I even knew it was a weapon. I just didn't think about the fact that it was a weapon. Because I was like, it'll get the extra damage from figurehead, but I didn't think about the loss of lifesteal. We're gonna take it, obviously. It's just... Okay, diamond skills.
Watching your progress. At last, here you are.
When you use a weapon, reduce its cooldown by 5%. I don't think that's that good, but I do think it's cinema, without a doubt. And cooldown reduction, please. That's the best cooldown reduction money can buy. And then monster skills, and we have cash. I feel like monster skills enable the craziest builds.
Still eat ya.
First time you fall below 50% health, reload 4 items. Poison 6. First time you fall below half health, shield equal to 30% of your max health. The reload could give us something crazier, but having like a bubble shield before we die to then allow lifesteal more time to pop seems really good. I think this is the way. And the thing is, like, we want double barrel and powder flasks to just be constantly hasted. Not even for knife tricks, just to get the damage out there. What do you got? Toxic Fixer-Upper? Honestly, having 3 extra seconds of cooldown on that would go kind of crazy. Let's just, it's okay, because the faster we go off here, the more we're going to slow it down. Slow them down, bud. Slow them down. You know how it goes. We slow them down. All Fixer-Upper builds will pay. Alright, so we get to 7, and it was looking a little sketch at the start, and we're still waiting for Swashbuckle. Swashbuckle would still go insane. I'm sorry, you're not going to make it. You're never coming back. It's very unlikely that Silencer's coming back. Not impossible, but unlikely. Now, the extra damage is looking pretty meager, I'll admit, but it did give us 92 bonus damage. Enter the Thieves Guild! Dude, I think this time we fight Mr. Moo for the experience, man. I don't even know what items he's got, but XP is king right now. Now, I will say, looking at what you've got, I don't think there's anything that you have that I would really care about. Incendiary rounds just is not, it's not a fit for what we're cooking up, but it is a diamond tier item. And it gives us 1 damage. Plus ammo. I don't feel like plus ammo is necessary with the current setup we got. I guess if something got destroyed, it would be like a, well, there you go. Same thing, right? We're on the same thing with this fella. I'd like to leave the fight, please. We can still win, man. We got more... okay, now we... I was gonna say we have more HP than him. Stop hitting me for 1,000 every time my pendulum goes off and hits nothing. That stings. Alright, that one sucked pretty bad. Maybe, but no, I still think we made the right call, man. There was a good chance he didn't destroy anything too meaningful. XP potion so we level. No XP potion? No XP potion? That's crazy. A large pig. I still really think we pair so well against Vanessa if we can shoot first because we slow other weapon spam builds down. I feel like we do well against pig as long as I don't see like an enchanted Addle-Addle. Why'd you say it, man? Why'd you say it? You just had to say something, right? Enchanted Addle-Addle was like the only thing I was concerned about at all.
What can I do for you
Haste.
right now?
Haste is good, man. What about, okay, we take a peek. Haste figurehead. When you use an adjacent item, haste an item. Powder flask. Haste an item. Pendulum. This has double haste duration. That doesn't strike me as that meaningful. Well, you know what you can do? For now, I mean, we could have gone random, to be fair. But you can go hasted double barrel, which allows you to remove... I don't even know what you would upgrade here, to be honest with you. You know what? You then put this out here. Here's my whole game plan. This going to diamond, because we don't need the haste from the pendulum anymore, allows us to put a 6-second extra cooldown on a meaningful item, hopefully, for the enemy. Hi, Tomo. Really, all we want to see is swashbuckle. We're not really a slow build. I do think there's a chance we get to 10. I want to add the caveat that, like, the builds you start to see around day 13 are going to get real spooky. Not so much from the octopus. Interesting. I got to think about that. One of your tiny cutlasses is screwed. I know that for a fact. But even 7, like, I do think, weirdly enough, if you're mad that I'm always saying, like, hey, we only got 2 wins, but I still think we did okay, you should be, like, not annoyed by this. I want when you slow freeze. There we go, that's big. I mean, when you slow, your weapons gain damage, but that's 1%. Compounding, like, now and then, but still. I actually would be mildly disappointed with, like, a 7-piece here, just because I feel like we have the potential to go further. But it is what it is. 7's still pretty good. I mean, 7 is basically afraid of 8 or whatever. That's what they say. These are pretty bad. I mean, at some point you just want to take something for free, for sure. But, like, all right, I mean, you know what? Diamond's safe, man. Not that we really need our money that much, but... Let's see what we got going on here. Yes, man, absolutely. What is this? Spin the wheel? Why was it 2 dice? Gain a gold... They didn't even let us spin the wheel, man. We do have a 9 ammo double barrel, but they didn't let us spin the wheel. Oh, I would pray for a fixer-upper with this plus 6-second cooldown on it. Oh God, oh God. What? Oh, it's on Regal Blade. I really wanted it on Addle-Addle. Oh, we're dead. Life comes at you fast, man. Alright, but still, we got 2 chests. I'm waiting until I get 10 to open them again, which I know might be a little presumptuous. I thought it was a pretty good video here. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Or subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Later!